Empty streets in the UK, France, and Germany. Those countries are on lockdown, a move resisted by the federal government here to this point. And it appears that a growing number of Americans think that should change.
A morning consult poll shows strong public support, even among Republicans, for continuing bans on all but essential activity.
WBZ's John Keller is here with us tonight. And John, what does this tell us?
Well, it tells us that the vast majority of Americans are listening to the experts. This is the unanimous consensus of just about every medical expert in the world right now. And overwhelmingly, cutting across party lines, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, people are going with that rather than the doubters that you're hearing, whether they're in the White House or out in the media. People are not buying what they're saying, and they're going with what the experts are saying, what their governors are saying, what their mayors are saying, at least so far.
John, other recent polls show a slim majority of Americans approve of the way that the president is handling this crisis at this point. This poll, though, shows that independents and Democrats disapprove. How do you explain that?
Well, there's a phenomenon in politics called the rally round the commander-in-chief effect. When our country is under attack, whether it's by military attack or in this case by a virus, people tend to rally behind the president. Think Jimmy Carter after the Iranians took our hostages. Think George W. Bush during the first Iraq War. One thing to keep in mind, both of those men went on to lose the presidency within a year after their surge in the polls. Whether or not that'll happen to President Trump remains to be seen. But another interesting finding in this poll, Liam and Paula, was the number of people who felt that this was going to go on for 2 months or more, this social distancing, this shutdown of various aspects of commerce. An overwhelming majority are looking to at least 2 more months of this. And that suggests not many people are buying the spin that the president has been playing with, that, well, maybe we can be wrapped up here by Easter or start to ease back into this. So far, that's not going over. In the end, his political fate will be determined by our fate. That to me seems like a no-brainer.
And certainly people must be seeing the images from around the world, and that's influencing their thinking. John Keller, thank you so much.